Good morning. This is the Paradise Unicorn Priestess bringing you day 324 of A Course in Miracles, the Yin translation, where we use female words. This would be November 20th if you're starting at the new year. Healing Introduction. Prayer has both aids and witnesses which make the steep ascent more gentle and more sure, easing the pain of fear and offering the comfort and the promise of hope. Forgiveness is witness and an aid to prayer, a giver of assurance of success in ultimate attainment of the goal, is healing. Its importance should not be too strongly emphasized, for healing is a sign or symbol of forgiveness's strength, and only an effect or shadow of a change of mind about the goal of prayer. The cause of sickness. Do not mistake effect for cause, nor think that sickness is apart and separate from what its cause must be. It is a sign, a shadow of an evil thought that seems to have reality and to be just, according to the usage of the world. It is external proof of inner sins and witnesses to unforgiving thoughts that injure and would hurt the child of God. Healing the body is impossible, and this is shown by the brief nature of the cure. The body yet must die, and so its healing but delays its turning back to dust, where it was born and will return. The body's cause is unforgiveness of the child of God. It has not left its source, and in its pain and aging, and the mark of death upon it, this is clearly shown. Fearful and frail it seems to be to those who think their life is tied to its command and linked to its unstable, tiny breath. Death stares at them as every moment goes irrevocably past their grasping hands, which cannot hold them back, and they feel fear as bodies change and sicken, for they sense the heavy scent of death upon their hearts. The body can be healed as an effect of true forgiveness. Only that can give remembrance of immortality, which is the gift of holiness and love. Forgiveness must be given by a mind which understands that it must overlook all shadows on the holy face of Christ, among which sickness should be seen as one, nothing but that, the sign of judgment made by sister upon sister and the child of God upon herself, for she has damned her body as her prison and forgot that it is she who gave this role to it. What she has done now must God's child undo, but not alone, for she has thrown away the prison's key, her holy sinlessness and the remembrance of her mother's love. Yet help is given to her in the voice her mother placed in her. The power to heal is now her mother's gift, for through her voice she still can reach her child, reminding her the body may become her chosen home, but it will never be her home in truth. Distinctions, therefore, must be made between true healing and its faulty counterpart. The world of opposites is healing's place, for what in heaven could there be to heal? As prayer within the world can ask amiss, and seeming charity forgive to kill, so healing can be false as well as true, a witness to the power of the world, or to the everlasting love of God. So today we begin the third and final section of the Song of Prayer, which is about healing. And we are shown that just as prayer has levels, some which are greatly enmeshed in the illusion, and others that rise out of the illusion more and more towards unity and towards home and towards love, and just as forgiveness has forms that are destructive and increase the separation, but also has one form that heals the separation and returns us to love, so healing has forms that are true and of unity and of love, and forms that are of the separation and of illusion. And in today's podcast episode, we have the introduction for healing, which is very short, and then it goes on to the section about the cause of sickness. And it talks about how we see a type of healing here in the world where it is but a temporary cure because the body still breaks down, ages, gets sick, and dies. This is not the healing that is spoken of in A Course in Miracles. which is, well, a miracle, and denies the reality of the illusion. In essence, it denies the reality of the body at all. And if we return to the idea of dream logic, or virtual video game logic, so to speak, or social media logic, where the body is an avatar, it doesn't make sense for an avatar to get sick and die. It's not real, it's an illusion. It's like a mask that we put on in order to interact in a simulation, whether it's a video game or whether it's social media or what have you. It doesn't make sense for something like that to be vulnerable at all. But the reason why we created this body avatar was to reinforce the separation. And in separation, we are vulnerable because we are not aligned with ourselves. We are in a seeming separate identity that is seemingly at odds with other identities. So attack is inherent. And this shows up as sickness and death in the body and aging. And the Course reminds us more than once that maintaining this illusion is exhausting because it's unnatural, even though we have forgotten what is natural and convinced ourselves that what we see is the most natural thing in the world. And yet children come here with no concept of death, sickness, or aging. They have to be taught the sad and sorry religion of the illusion. And that sorry religion is that death is inevitable and sin is inevitable. Today's passage is reminding us that the body can't be healed directly, just as you can't solve dream problems inside the dream. You heal the body by healing the mind that dreams of sin. You heal it through true forgiveness that denies the reality of the illusion. Just as you heal a nightmare, not by solving problems in the dream, but by healing the mind that would have dreamed a nightmare in the first place. In this sense, a healed body that doesn't get sick or age or even die is the side effect of true forgiveness, of healing the mind. We are taught repeatedly, again and again in multiple places in the Course, that one who sees the body only as a communication device for communicating love, for that person, the body functions as an avatar. And avatars don't get sick or hurt or age or die. They just function until the person is done using the avatar. Do we not see very much of this in the world? So be it. There is not very much true forgiveness in the world. Not yet. Today's passage says that true forgiveness brings remembrance of immortality, which is our true nature and is the nature of holiness. Until we believe that we are holy and all our other selves are holy, we don't see this in our experience. But again, this is what the Course is inviting us to see. There are quite a few lessons that invite us to see ourselves and all our other selves as perfectly holy and innocent. Today's passage explains that true forgiveness is given by the mind that sees all shadows as illusory and not real, and that includes sickness of all kinds. Anything unfortunate or undesired that could happen to a body are part of those unpleasant things that are seen as not having any reality. All these shadows are seen for what they are, effects of attack thoughts, of thoughts that are not wholly loving. And the Course teaches that pretty much all thoughts we have in this world are of that kind. It's not surprising that we would see unfortunate situations of all kinds in the dream illusion, for these thoughts are the ones that are perpetuated and found everywhere. We are being asked to relinquish these thoughts and allow them to be replaced. This is done somewhat indirectly because we have forgotten how to think thoughts that are only love. So we kind of have to focus on relinquishing the fire hose of the onslaught of all the thoughts that come and declare all of them unreal and just leave the space open for the Holy Spirit to work her miracle, her loving miracle. It is a discipline and a practice that seems perhaps ridiculous and unrealistic at first, but we are asked to persist in practicing it until it becomes instinctual, and the result is lightheartedness, laughter, ease of mind, lack of stress, and trust after having seen miracle after miracle, having seen things work out in a loving way for all concerned. After we review what is the creation found in show notes, we go on to lesson 324, I merely follow, for I would not lead. Mother, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. You have set the way I am to go, the role to take, and every step in my appointed path. I cannot lose the way. I can but choose to wander off a while and then return. Your loving voice will always call me back and guide my feet aright. My sisters all can follow in the way I lead them, yet I merely follow in the way to you, as you direct me and would have me go. So let us follow one who knows the way. We need not tarry, and we cannot stray except an instant from her loving hand. We walk together, for we follow her, and it is she who makes the ending sure and guarantees a safe returning home. That is our lesson for the day. Happy practicing!